and we are back on Countdown to Kickoff, the 2013 look at the upcoming high school football season, brought to you by Action 4 Sports and ValleyCentral.com. I got to tell you, Joe, I think the Bird Bowl this year is going to be one of the hottest, most anticipated Bird Bowls ever, because the 32-5A district title could be at stake.
Yeah, and this year, Harlingen South has the firepower to make that statement without any intangibles of what ifs. If they play good football, we could see a great Bird Bowl, and it could very well decide that district.
Meanwhile, Los Fresnos, who knows? They've got one of the top receivers in all of South Texas. They might be making a run at it, and to know which Brownsville team might make the playoffs as well. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's have a special preview on District 32-5A.
District 32-5A.
Our biggest recruit was our program. I think the kids themselves went out and got other kids to say, come on in, because you're going to like what you see out here. I think the biggest difference is they know me and I know them, and that to me is big.
Renee Medrano's second year at the helm at Hannah brings with it bigger expectations as well. But before any playoff talk can start, first the Eagles must settle a three-way battle for quarterback, then it's all in for week 0.
First goal is just playing against Sherryland. That's one team we've lost against them the past 3 years. We don't want to lose them against this year.
We're a lot more confident in what we can do. There's kind of a new feeling of that in the air here.
Despite losing their head coach in the offseason, Brownsville Lopez is not starting from scratch, rather building from strength, a strength that includes third-year starter Mondo Castillo, a 6'2", 280-pound left tackle who leads the Lobos offense.
I saw him my first year here and grabbed him up quickly because he's, not very many kids in this valley look me in the eye, but Mondo's one of those few.
We want to go out there and we want to show these non-district games that we're serious. We're here to do some work and we're here to have the best year we can have.
The coaches are more familiar with the players. We know what to tell them, how to coach them up. So that always helps.
It does help when you have coaches in place for more than a few weeks before your season starts, but Pace never used Brownsville ISD's sabotage as an excuse in 2012. Now the Vikings are a year older, a year wiser, and that includes junior quarterback Alex Cisneros.
Alex has gained a lot of confidence. Obviously, he's bigger and stronger than he was last year, so we're real excited. He's throwing the ball well right now. He's seeing things that he never saw last year.
We're acting like this is the first year Porter's ever had a football program. And so there's no real expectations of what's gone on in the past or compared to the past. We're just worried about what this team can do this year and then build off of that.
A fresh start at Porter, both for head coach Tom Campos back in Brownsville after being railroaded out of Hannah in 2011, and for the Cowboys themselves looking to rebound from a winless 2012. New quarterback Oscar Rodriguez, running Campos' West Coast offense, can already feel the difference.
Everybody's actually really expecting a lot out of us, and we see it too because we see ourselves progressing and we see ourselves getting better.
With our offensive people back and our skilled people back as receivers, we get to expand the offense a little bit and throw the ball in with a little bit more formations that we never used last year.
Unlike last year, Rivera coach Tom Chavez has actually had more than 5 weeks to coach his team before the season opener. Expect the new wrinkles in the Raiders offense to pay dividends for senior tailback Jack Will Evans, who looks to double the 2,000 yards and 10 touchdowns he's racked up the past 2 seasons combined.
Our hard work is going to pay off at the end of the season. We want to go to state playoffs this year. I actually want to run for 2,000 yards and try to be MVP of the Valley, make the All-Star game.
And anybody who knows football knows that if you don't have the guys up front, if you do not have the offensive line, I don't care who's playing quarterback, running back, receivers, and nothing's going to work. And the fact that we do have those guys up front, I feel good about them.
These Chargers are charged with the protection of new sophomore quarterback Marcus Castillo, and the linemen's lines of communication are stronger than most.
He helps me out, I help him out. We got each other's backs, just in life and also on the field, with some people say we're brothers on the field, but we're literally brothers on the line.
We definitely will not forget 42-2. It was not Cardinal football for us last year, and we've carried that on throughout the offseason. It's motivated us.
If a motivated Harlingen team sounds like a scary prospect, it should. The Cardinals' defensive front seven is big, strong, and aggressive, while the offense is rallying around second-year quarterback Brandon Garza, whom they believe was unfairly blamed for Big Red's 4-loss season in 2012.
He took some lumps last year, but he's a big kid, man. He prepared himself for it mentally, and you know, he survived it. Now it's one of those things about now going out there and having some fun. The bottom line is the kid's ready. The kids around him are definitely believe in him. They definitely believe in each other.
Hopefully Jaden can run the ball. He will run the ball. He will. I know he will.
Jaden will run the ball.
Jaden will run the ball, I guarantee.
Jaden is junior running back Jaden Taylor, looking to improve on his 1,500-yard, 17-touchdown 2012 season. Can the Hawks' defense improve? South shut out half of their district opponents last year. They only let up 14 points in 6 total games, but the coach says, "What have you done for me lately?"
We have some starters back, but a lot of the defense is just getting after it. And we're going to see if we're going to do that Friday, and if we won't do that, then we're going to replace some people, because we have a lot of people that are trying to get one of those 11 starting positions out here. You have to come out here and prove yourself each day. If you don't, you won't be a starter.
I'm excited about Javier Cruz. He's not going to have those Friday night big eyes, you know, and, you know, I expect great things from him. He's way ahead of where he's been in the past. He's spent a lot of time on his own studying film, and he's paid the price.
Falcons coach Clint Finley with strong praise for his quarterback, Javi Cruz, a senior who started 3 games for Los Fresnos last season. Cruz takes over signal calling with full support from his #1 target, Brandon Colon, a 6'5" wide receiver who already has offers from UTSA, Navy, Dartmouth, and Cornell.
The offense is running well. I mean, Javi, he's a bigger quarterback. He can run more, but he can also throw just as well. So we have a lot of options on offense.
District 32 5A.
Hey, how about that? 32-5A, looking good. Some of these Brownsville schools coming up and at them. You know, new coaches at Brownsville Lopez, new coaches at Brownsville Porter, and things are looking good down there in B-Town.
Yeah, I like to see the fact that the Brownsville schools are no longer the mystery school. They all have some solid players for a change this year right down the line. It's not going to be the last one standing. It's going to be whoever wins some big-time football games. But how about Harlingen coming in saying, not satisfied with last year? Beware of the Harlingen Cardinals.
Yeah, and of course Los Fresnos is the team that gave them the big upset last year in district play. Can they do it again? We are going to talk more about 32-5A when we come back. We're going to be joined by Eladio Jaimes and Mario Aguirre of the Brownsville Herald, talking all things District 32-5A. We'll make our predictions when we come back on Countdown to Kickoff, live from Sherryland's Rattler Stadium in Mission. Stay tuned to Action 4 Sports at valleycentral.com.